in our country. He is known for his timeless motto, what is right must be kept right, what is wrong must be set right. A personal credo he has faithfully observed in his more than 40 years in public service. In the late 1980s, 1989 to be exact, our guest of honor had been a provincial commander of Isabela Provincial Command. And he made a frenzy in Cagayan Valley because he was the first provincial commander in the history of Cagayan Valley who have renounced formally yung existence ng Hueteng. I am privy to this because I was then admin officer and future AD camp of Brigadier General Sisto Sir. So 27 years ago, pwede nang pag-usapan siguro yun, sir. It was a formal handwritten. May linya-linya pa. Wala pa naman siguro yung yellow pad noon. Baka intermediate yung ginamit mo, sir. At may nakalakip na cheque, Xerox copy. And it was written to a certain personality. And he wanted, of course, to resent the operation of Hueteng, and the provincial commander had rejected such, and he wanted to isusoli niya lahat, pati yung cheque, pati yung radio, and the rest is history. Ang sabi ko naman, dahil sa murang pag-iisip ko noon, sabi ko sa sarili ko, no, siguro si Lieutenant Colonel Lacson mayaman, but ayaw niya sa Hueteng. And 2 years later, again he made a viral sa PNP. Wala pa kasing internet noon. When he again vacated his position as the provincial commander of Laguna because of Hueteng concern again. At directly sinabi ko na sa sarili ko, talagang ayaw niyan sa illegal. His rise to national consciousness continued when he headed the then Presidential Anti-Crime Commission, then co-headed the Special Project Alpha, and of course the Presidential Anti-Organized Crime Task Force, where he was confronted with sensational crimes, high-profile crimes to include kidnapping cases. He was eventually tasked to head the Philippine public approval ratings in its history. While in the Senate, he filed bills and led a sturdy crusade against graft and corruption, as evidenced by his numerous exposés of anomalous transactions that marred our public institutions. And as a member of the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th Congresses, he authored and co-authored landmark legislations, including the Anti-Money Laundering Act and amendments thereto, Anti-Human Trafficking Act of 2001, Anti-Red Tape Act of 2007, Revised AFP Modernization Program, Responsible Parenthood and Reproductive Health, and sin tax, or the excise tax on alcohol and tobacco. In the aftermath of Super Typhoon Yolanda that caused widespread destruction, damage, and death in central Philippines, he was appointed Presidential Assistant for Rehabilitation and Recovery, with a mandate of unifying the rehabilitation and recovery efforts. His office crafted the comprehensive rehabilitation and recovery plan with 167 billion proposed funding, institutionalization of essential mechanisms that assisted calamity-affected communities in building back better, faster, and safer communities. In the last 2016 national and local elections, again, the Filipino people entrusted him with the Senate seat. As a member of the 17th Congress, he vows to safeguard public interest through his anti-corruption efforts, in particular through the national budget, for he considered this as the most potent tool to spur inclusive growth for Filipinos. He continues to advance his legislative agenda to initiate programs on budget reform, transparency, public accountability, anti-graft and corruption, and public order and security. So, ladies and gentlemen, let us all give a warm welcome to Honorable Panfilo M. Lacson.
Please take your seats. Maraming salamat po, Police Senior Superintendent Glendon Lau, Acting Director of the Anti-Kidnapping Group of the PNP, the Chief of the Philippine National Police, Police Director General Ronald De La Rosa, of course, my colleague in the lower house, the bigger house, retired Police Director Romeo M. Aco, now Congressman of the 2nd District of Antipolo and Chairman of the Committee on Public Order and Safety of the lower house. So, the members of the command group who are here this morning, sa mga bumubuo ng PNP Anti-Kidnapping Group, mga uniformadong hanay na naririto ngayon, sa ating mga awardees, congratulations and maraming salamat sa inyo lahat sa inyong mga naging kontribusyon. Isang sa pamamagitan ng pagbabahagi ng mga salita ng pinakamayamang tao sa mundo sa kasalukuyan, ayon kay Bill Gates. It's fine to celebrate success, but it is more important to heed the lessons of failure. Today, speaking before the PNP's primary arm against kidnappers and gangs, almost instinctively strikes sentimentality from the reflections of decades ago. My nostalgia brought me back to the early years of my career, when the fight against criminality, particularly rampant kidnapping menace, was the nation's outcry. I was a young Philippine Constabulary Lieutenant Colonel back in 1981, when the eldest daughter of business tycoon John Gokongwei Jr., namely Robina Gokongwei, together with her cousin Selina Ngo Chua, were kidnapped along Pitwason Boulevard, Quezon City, while on their way to school. Our carefully planned out covert and overt operations led to the successful rescue of Robina and her cousin in Quirino Avenue in the city of Manila. To be one of my good friends and no-nonsense supporters. Maybe it is worth mentioning here that Mr. John Gokongwei personally offered me a hefty sum, at least during that time, of 500,000 pesos, which of course I politely declined, for saving Robina and Selina from their abductors unscathed and their family from 10 million pesos in ransom money, which was never paid, as we beat the payoff with the timely rescue of the victims. In 1992, after newly elected Fidel Valdez Ramos, or President Fidel Valdez Ramos assigned then Vice President Joseph Ejercito Estrada as chairman or keeping the country. At the PACC, it is a matter of public record that we scored high in our anti-crime efforts. In less than a year, we brought down an alarmingly high incidence of kidnap or ransom cases to zero, literally zero. This was highlighted by the criminal, which was also labeled as public enemy number 1 because of his group's infuriating attacks against rich businessmen and their families. Contrary to what is portrayed in movies, at alam ni Chief PNP Ronald De La Rosa at AKD Acting Director Police Senior Superintendent Glenn Dumlao ito, hindi ganun kadali ang makibaka sa mga criminal syndicates. Successful police operations are always a byproduct of meticulous and sleepless nights of systematic and methodical intelligence gathering efforts, proper coordination with necessary units and sound strategic management, not to mention putting our lives at risk all the time, as well as those of our police operatives. Madali lamang para sa mga pumupuna at nagbibintang sa trabaho ng pulis, lalo na at may mga napapatay na kriminal sa mga police operations. Akala nila parang sa mga pelikula na kailangang maunang magpabaril ang bidang pulis, iilag, magpapagulong-gulong sa kagaganti ng putok at mapapatay ang kontrabidang kidnapper. I remember whenever I conducted pre-ops briefing prior to jump off, especially in connection with kidnap ransom rescue operations, I would always remind my men this. When you order your quarries to surrender and you see barrels of their guns instead of raised arms, don't hesitate. Shoot, stupid. Higit na mas mainam namang buhay kayo kahit may mga hinaharap na kaso, kesa naman sa nakahiga kayo sa loob ng kabaong at pinag-uusapan ng inyong mga kasamahan na parang natutulog lamang. Kasi nga, patulog-tulog, kaya hindi man lang naipagtanggol ang inyong sarili o ang inyong mga kasamahan. 24 years have passed. We ask ourselves how we have progressed in the conduct of all-out and sustained operations against kidnap or ransom groups and personalities. Nakakadismayang isipin na sa kasalukuyan, tila umuusbong na naman ang mga organized crime groups o OCG sa kidnapping. Ang mas nakakapanlumo at lalo pang nakakainit ng ulo ay may mga kabilang sa hanay ng kapulisan na mga nadadawit, kung hindi man siya pang mastermind ng mga krimen. Ang isa sa pinakabagong issue at marahil pinakakontrobersyal sa lahat ay ang pag-kidnap at pagpatay sa Korean businessman na si GEQ dito mismo sa loob ng Camp Crame at kinasasamputan ng mga pulis na itinalaga para maalaga sa kaligtasan ng mga mamamayan 10 na mga dayuhang namumuhunan o namamalagi sa ating bansa. Kasabay ang investigasyon ng Committee ng Public Order and Dangerous Drugs sa Senado upang makapagbigay sa aming mga mambabatas ng dagdag kaalaman kung paano mabibigyan lunas sa pamamagitan ng pagbabalangkas ng karagdagang batas. Sana ay mabigyan din ng Anti-Kidnapping Group ng kumpleto at komprehensibong kalutasan ang krimen. Ang aking pananalig sa inyong mga pinuno, lalo na kina Chief PNP Ronald De La Rosa at Glenn Dumlao, dahil kapisado ko kung paano sila magtrabaho, pati na ang kanilang mga integridad. Hindi sa mga kwento-kwento lamang, kung hindi sa personal kong kaalaman. Probably, this is the first time that you will hear these stories about Police Senior Superintendent Glenn Dumlao. Taong 2013, he led an operation in implementing a search warrant against a suspect in the crime of illegal possession of firearms in my home province in Cavite. Habang inimbentaryo ang mga pinukumpiskang mga armas, meron ding undetermined large amount of cash that one of his operatives took notice of and which he sought Glenn's guidance as to what to do with it. Without hesitation and in a firm voice, then team leader Glenn Dumlao told his men, wala tayong pakialam sa pera. mga armas ang sadya natin dito. Huwag niyong gagalawin yan. I also cannot forget how he parried and actually resisted the harassments and threats against his person by no less than the Department of Justice prosecutor assigned to handle the Desertor Bito double murder case. The name, I think, is Prosecutor or State Prosecutor Hazel Valdez, where Glenn Dumlao was a vital witness. Pinipilit ni Prosecutor Valdez na pagduhin ni Glenn ang kanyang testimonya to the point of committing perjury para lamang madiin ako sa kaso dahil alam nila na hindi uubra ang testimonya ni Cesar Mancao ng kanyang pamilya. Hindi ko pa inaalam kung may permiso o utos or at least imprimatur from then Secretary of Justice, now Senator Laila de Lima, ang kilos na yon ni Prosecutor Valdez. Marahil ayaw ko na rin malaman. Suffice it to say, I have forgiven all those who have wronged me and made my life miserable for many long years. In the words of the late U.S. President John Fitzgerald Kennedy, and I quote, "Forgive your enemies, but don't forget their names." Few months ago, we were all witnesses to the high-reaching momentum that the PNP has gained in its intensified campaign against illegal drugs and criminality. Kasabay nito ay ang pagtaas ng moral ng ating kapulisan. But we have to bear in mind that we can do 1,000 good things for others, but people will always remember that single brazen mistake that we have committed. And I tell you, that one brazen mistake leads to widespread public distrust. Kailangan makita at malaman ng taong bayan na ang ating kapulisan, mula sa pinakamataas na opisyal hanggang sa may pinakababa pang ranggo, ay may kakayang tanggapin ang responsibilidad ng ahensya. At ang pinakamahalaga sa lahat, may pananagutan sa kanilang mga tungkulin. Those who have wronged the institution should be held accountable. They deserve nothing less. Kaya, tama lamang ang sinasagawang malawakang paglilinis o internal cleansing ni Chief PNP de la Rosa. Critical ang hambang na ito upang siguraduhin na nag-iisa lamang ang landas na ating tinatahak sa pagpapatupad ng mga pinaigting na programa kontra krimen. Kumbaga sa pakikibaka, kailangan natin masiguro na walang maliligaw na landas sa ating mga kasama sa gyera na ating susuungin. Sa kabila ng mga iskandalong dumungis sa Philippine National Police bilang institusyon, hindi natin dapat makalimutan nasa simula pa lamang tayo ng ating laban. It is part of utmost conviction that we should strengthen our resolve to fight criminality, set such advocacy not just a mere job for the police, nor a concern of a few others, but rather a collective matter of national interest. By experience, such endeavor is a challenging task altogether. To bridge the barrier between the police force and the greater public requires massive reforms anchored on leadership by example. I have always said it is second to none. There is no substitute to it. I have always said, and I say it again now, this is precisely the function of leadership. It must provide the intervention to discipline, motivate, and inspire those who they lead. Sa pamamagitan din ito, lalo pa nating mapapatunayang walang lugar ang katiwalian at kapabayaan sa ating uniformadong hanay. An interesting book about police integrity and ethics, written by Dr. Edwin Delat, a philosopher and educator, stresses, and I quote, "The only thing that is incorruptible is personal character that refuses to be corrupted. An incorruptible person, as Aristotle observe, is truthful in word and deed, just because truthfulness has become second nature with him. Such a person who is truthful even in matters where nothing depends on his veracity will still be more careful of the truth when something does depend on it. A person of incorruptible character has no price. Again, I wish the Philippine National Police Anti-Kidnapping Group a meaningful 5th anniversary celebration. Mabuhay ang PNP!
Thank you very much, sir. Senator Camilo Lacson, Senate of the Philippines. Please be seated, sir. We shall have the presentation of flag appreciation and memento to our guest of honor and speakers who would like to invite Senator Lacson, sir, to please rise for the presentation of the flag to be presented by the Chief of the Philippine National Police.
Flag of appreciation is presented to Senator Panfilo Lacson, Senate of the Philippines, in grateful appreciation of his invaluable service as guest of honor and speaker during the 5th founding anniversary celebration of the PNP Anti-Kidnapping Group held on February 20, 2017 at the PNP Multipurpose Center, Camp Crame, Quezon City. Given this 20th day of February 2017 at National Headquarters, Philippine National Police. Signed, Ronald M. De La Rosa, Police Director General, Chief PNP. Likewise, a memento will also be presented to our guest of honor and speaker. The memento is the AKG logo heraldry. It is the symbol of the unit's mandate as the PNP's lead unit in anti-kidnapping operations. The memento also symbolizes the commitment and devotion to duty of the men and women of the PNP Anti-Kidnapping Group in pursuit of its mission and vision.
Maraming salamat. Again, ladies and gentlemen, let's give them another big round of applause. Magsitayo po tayong lahat at ating pong awitin ang PNP Lingkod ng Bayan.